Well, good day, viewers, good day. And here we are at another Sunday already. So today is the Sunday afternoon fireside chat. But I kind of think there's not going to be any fire today. It's still kind of cool, but don't necessarily need the fire, I don't think. I don't know how long I'm going to be out in the garage today anyway, So we have a nice looking day, blue sky, and no rain, no snow, and the grass is growing, slowly but surely. I do see a few spots where I could get the weed whacker out of that little building and start whacking some dandelions already. Boy, it don't take long to grow them dandelions. They're just dandy. Anyway, we'll do a quick little weather thing here, and then I'll try and talk about a few things today and see if I can remember what I was going to talk about. And the birds are singing today, so that's good. All right. So at the moment we have 9 degrees Celsius, and this morning when I got up it was -6. So it's warmed up quite a bit. 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Southwest winds at 8 miles an hour, so you really don't feel anything. And we're supposed to get up to 12 today, and it might get there. Mainly sunny. Tomorrow is kind of a mix of sun and cloud with 8 degrees. And Tuesday's back to cool again, 4 degrees and cloudy. And May 1st. Well, there you go. I think that's opening day for the fishing, or I think it's already opened. I forget now, for the lobsters. Anyway, 8 degrees and sunny for them, so that's good, I guess. So Thursday's not too bad of a looking day, and then we're warming up maybe a little bit in rain Friday and Saturday, and that could change. Evening temperatures are still kind of cool yet, so anyway, all in all, not too bad. So what do we got going on here today? Well, it's been a busy week, From one day to the next, doing this, doing that. And I got things shuffled around here. That's going to sit for the summer, more than likely. I'll probably just start it up every now and again. And this one, I got to do a little bit of work yet with that here. This one is ready for cutting grass, and just a matter of going and cutting the grass with it. So, but I'm sure there'll be some sort of a breakdown. I'm sure it'll only be minor, I hope anyway. But it's no different than having an antique car. You're always fixing some little thing on them. And this one is ready too, mostly. Still got to do a little bit of a curb adjustment maybe. And all of a sudden, having a little trouble with the recoil here. Sometimes she doesn't want to catch to pull the engine over, so we'll have to take that off and have a look at that. Anyway, like I said, you're into antique cars or antique anything, there's always some little thing that's got to be fixed on them. This one here I'm kind of hoping that I'll get the thrower off of it and the weights off the back there. And Might take it to my son's place and maybe drag a few trees around or something just for fun. And get some work done too. So might as well have fun doing the work, I guess. But. And look at that now. Mr. Cab isn't even in here, Dave. Look at that, see? So can't bother you with the cab. See that? Look. Anyway, no, I didn't get rid of it. It's right there. Oh dear. Okay, now what am I going to talk about? I'm rambling again already. So we'll go out and have a look at the truck out here. I was over to my son's place yesterday, and we changed the tires on my truck. Now I have tires and wheels to put on the truck, so we'll switch from summer to winter. So those, I think they're called Alcoa wheels, that's what came on the truck when it was new. Now the poor old truck, it's a 2005. It's got 230,000 kilometers on it. And so that's 19 years of running around on Prince Edward Island roads. So as you can see, she's showing her spots, and her time is limited, I guess, so basically the same as myself. So she's all gone in underneath these plastic things, which is normal. I noticed the other day that she was kind of getting floppy here. And see there, the box did rust out badly about 5 years ago, and I did take it off and fix what I had to fix. But you could, driving down the road, you could see this moving, or no, this not moving and this moving, or one way or the other. And what I found was all the brackets in underneath that go across and hook to the frame were all rusted away. Holes through the floor. And anyway, so during COVID, I had the box off and upside downy, and I fixed it all up. And it's actually still quite solid. That part is still good. But she's going elsewhere now, like I say. You can see the bubbling here, and she's bubbling and rusting here, which she had done also before. But I fixed this. I put new metal all in there, but so you can see the bubble in my fancy paint job. Anyway, I'm going to tell you, boy, that's about the best vehicle that I've ever had, right there. It was a certain type of package. That's a level 2 package. So she has 410 differential gears in her, where the normal Rangers have 373s. She had the 31-inch tires on her, exactly what's on the truck, the wheels and tires that came on her. And she's got other little goodies inside that she was a fairly dressed up truck for her time. And chrome bumpers front and back and that kind of stuff. But she's on her way out, sadly. Frame is still good, which is surprising. The frames go on them too, I guess, so. Anyway, not sure what I'm going to do. I got no money to buy one, so. So they go in here. Can't quite show you, but all in there and down, all the way down. That's where they go on both sides. And then the box drops because there's nothing holding it to the frame. It came with that cap on it. It came with a carpeted interior in the box. The fellow that owned it before me had a dog. So he put the optional carpet in the box for the dog. So he had it 6 years and I've had it 13 years. So the truck's 19 years old. I have to tell you, I enjoy this truck. It's a nice vehicle. And of course you can't buy them anymore. Last time they made a truck that style was in 2011. You can kind of see maybe in there. I had fixed up all up inside there. In here. And where would you ever get a box that's any good? Because they're all rust the same. Must have been the type of metal or something that they used. So within the next year or so, she's going to have something done to her, I guess. And of course, I don't know what. Might be a flatbed in the making, maybe. I will go and look for another box. I did at the time, 4 years ago, look for a box, but I couldn't really find one. And the ones I did find were $2,500, $3,000. So anyway, and there's a lot of people aren't doing that anymore around here. What they used to do, there was businesses that would go down to the Texas and them places and buy up the good boxes off the smash trucks, I guess, or wherever they got them, I don't know. But you could get a box years ago, basically rust-free. But I don't think there's too many people doing that anymore. Anyway, I'll have to start looking and thinking and wondering. And so that's one thing today. Oh, and the tires. We changed my tires at my son's place. And we changed 5 other vehicles. We changed all tires on 6 vehicles yesterday. This truck also got an oil change and filter, and I greased the drive shafts, and I adjusted the rear brakes and greased the ball joints and all that stuff. So she got a little going over yesterday. But the other cars just got their tires changed. And, we put a trunk lid on one of my son's cars, too. He had a little Focus car there, same color as the truck. And the trunk was all rusted, the trunk lid was all rusted out on one side. So I don't know where he got this trunk, but he bought a trunk, used, and exact same color as the car, and in perfect shape. So we put that on yesterday. Got that fixed up. Less than $200. Like I say, I don't know where he got it, but anyway. Came from somewhere in New Hampshire. That was the dealer's sticker on it. Anyway, what else are we looking at here today? I'm kind of looking at my notes to see if I can remember. Oh, yes, all this week I was working. 2 days were involved in that. Man, oh man, that thing is something difficult to work on. Or it's just me and getting too old. I can't get up and down and get around like I used to. But there was 2 grease nipples on that just they were nasty to get at. And I don't know if they make elbow even like a 45-degree thing. I don't know. I'll show you what I mean here. This is what's on my grease gun. I don't have one of them lock and loop thingies, and I don't think I'd ever want one. So I can hardly get in the grease stuff with that. So, but what I was wondering is there like a 45 elbow you could screw onto that, so it would be off on an angle a bit. That would be helpful. Anyway, now I'll shoot some bear to greasing underneath there, and I didn't have the deck on at that time, and I had it jacked up so I could get at it. Yeah, so it's nasty. And then getting the deck on was another chore. Anyway, down and runs, and it's going to cut grass. That's just the way that is. And later on in the season, she'll get hooked up to a wood splitter and split wood. So, I don't know what else I was doing this week. Anyway, I was doing stuff. Anyway. So what else have we got going on here today? Take another look at my list. Oh, the grass. Yeah, the grass is growing. It's still going to be a couple of weeks yet before it's really long enough to see any. You go out there and cut that, but you wouldn't see any difference in it. But it is green enough. But there's places like up there along the edge of the house, them kind of places I could get the weed whacker out and give the dandelions a going. Anyway, like I say, that'll be a couple of weeks, but I might get the weed whacker out. It's, like I say, in that building there. Okay, well, we'll look at the list again. See that? I'm getting real professional now, writing stuff down and having the list. Oh, yes. Oh, if any of you had seen that, I did find out on that Plymouth that's over at my son's place, the red two-door hardtop with the 383 4-speed manual in it. It's a 68, which once I realized about the marker lights, that's what I kind of figured anyway. So the marker lights on most cars, I think, came out in 68, the side marker lights that you see on the cars. Anyway, the car is there for clutch repair. The clutch is gone in it, I guess, so the fellow that owns it is a friend of my son's, so he and son are going to put a clutch in it, I guess. So they've got to take the transmission out and take the clutch off and measure it and see what they need. I don't really know why they have to do that, but you'd think they'd just be able to order a clutch. But anyway, so that's why the car is there. It's in need of clutch repairs. So to add to the Plymouth story, if you remember the last 3 weeks or so, the engine that I was working on the bench here that I needed for a tractor, and we did put the engine in the tractor, and it does run and it does drive, but that's as far as we've gotten so far with it. I did find some of the, or I think all of the mowing deck parts, and still not sure about the belt yet. But anyway, so we didn't get to do any of that yet. That'll be in a couple of weeks' time probably. But I got to get all that mule drive thing on and get the deck on and find a belt for it. And once that's on and running and we know it's going to work, then we'll put the front grille, the engine bonnet, and the side panels on. It'd be a lot easier to work at that stuff with the grille and the engine bonnet and side panels off. So once we have it all together and running, we'll do the tin work. So anyway, so yesterday we needed to get that Plymouth into the garage. So we used that tractor, which we call Kablooey, because it's gone through 4 engines already in 10 years. Anyway, we used Kablooey to tow the 3,600-pound Plymouth car into the garage, which it did fine. So we do have the car in the garage, and the tractor worked great. Motor worked good, and all sounds good. So that was another thing that we did at my son's place. I think that's probably all we did there. So yeah, we had so my truck and the tires and the Plymouth and the garage work and the gas and Kablooey. That's all I got wrote down. I guess that's probably going to be about it. Oh, we'll go have a look at the stickers here, yeah. I usually sit the camera down and let you have a look at me while I'm talking, but I'm certainly nothing to look at, so I don't think that'll bother you too much that you didn't see me today. Anyway, Grampy's workshop. Grampy has kind of finished up his sliders there on his cabinet that he built in the corner. Made a nice job of that. It looks real good, and everything slides and works like it should, and he's happy with it. So you just have to, he needs a little help getting motivated to paint the new edition. So send him an email or send him a message and get him worked up on getting to the paint. he's having trouble getting motivated for that, so. Anyway, I'm kind of getting behind on my watching the videos, so there's Luke there. I think I've seen something from Luke, but I can't remember now. And Murphy Mowers. I haven't seen anything from Lynn either, I don't think. And again, Joseph, I haven't watched your video that you posted yesterday yet, but I will. I would say we're going to get some nice videos from Dell in the backyard with Dell. Dell was at the Hoosier Firewood Hysteria in, I believe it was Greentown, Indiana. So that went on Friday and Saturday. So there should be good videos there of the wood cutting. And there's Boulder Bob. Garden Tractor Boy again. And Mr. Gary. And Kenny had a video, I think. No, I forget now. Sorry, Kenny, I can't remember. So. Now we have Dave. Dave had his maintenance this morning video on his John Deere lawn tractor. Doing all the oil change and getting it ready for grass cutting, and he had just as much trouble getting his deck on as I did with trying to get the deck on my case here. He had quite a difficulty there. And we have maintenance with Mike. And Brock, Lewis Mowers and Boats. He's got a video out that I haven't seen yet too. I'm just kind of getting behind on that stuff. And we have Erdy, Gravely Man Small Engine Repair. Great videos there to watch. He's right into the Graveleys, that's all. Craig has a video out too, and I can't remember now what that was about. I don't think I've even watched it yet. And we have Rick, Twin Brook Acres. I kind of hope he gets his antique tools video out today, maybe. I'll skip over that fella. And Rick is having a little trouble with some kind of a bug bite he got. I think he said it was a spider. Something bit him anyway, and it kind of did him in for a few days. So Superwoman Donita kind of stepped in and was doing the wood splitting. Great team there. They've got a great system with their wood splitting. Oh, Retired for Life Brian. I watched that one this morning where he's first 10-foot log that he sawed on his sawmill. And she was a fairly good sized log. I guess the little tractor wouldn't necessarily lift it, but he did get it on there by doing some thinking. And sawed up nice. Lots of wood out of that. And Jeremiah and Amanda, there's a video on them too today, which I didn't get to see yet. Tucker and I out and about. Cod Raven, there was a video there this morning of when they were moving from Nova Scotia to Newfoundland, as far as I know. I tend to get things wrong sometimes. Big Sons, I don't know what's going on. Big Sons, I think he got a different mower or something. I'm not sure what happened there. I didn't follow all that, I guess. But these two are the busiest pair on the internet for doing firewood. And the log father, he's got a new thing that he's doing for kindling. He's going to saw up the pieces that he has there and use them for kindling. Darren Wells and different stuff. It's a great channel, all kinds of different stuff on that channel, and lots of good things to eat. But anyway, some of those things I can't seem to get here. But what else we got? Father and son outdoors. They do a lot of outdoor cooking also. And the Bradleys on Catberg Hill. Great videos there. John's a great fellow to do videos. Club Dora. Alan, he's down in the Hoosier Firewood Hysteria also, so there should be some good videos coming from him there, from that. Ross on the Land and Larry Cluck. So I'm coming up on the 30 minutes part here, and the camera's going to shut off, so I guess we're going to call her a day on the Sunday fireless afternoon chat. And we'll pick it up again through the week, I guess. So have a great Sunday wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.